Episode 31. I wonder what Thancred has to say. It's been a while since we've seen him, I think. Ah, Komoi. Pray do not concern yourself with my welfare. My current investigation has yielded some curious results, and at present I am pondering how best to proceed. I guess we shouldn't have worried. No reason to worry about Thancred. And everything is as we left it here. Welcome back, Komoi. How fares the investigation? I see. Given all that they have suffered, it is of little wonder the Alamegan refugees have lost faith in their fellow man. They have had their homeland taken from them, and for the past 2 decades have had to see it remain in the enemy's clutches. To compound matters, none of the 3 city-states have the means to take in all those who were displaced. As a result, a great many Alamegans now live on the margins of society, suffering poverty and discrimination. Would that more could be done to ease their hardships. I fear nothing short of reclaiming their homeland would be a lasting solution. But let us deal with one problem at a time. Returning to the matter of your investigation, it just so happens that there is an Alamegan native among the Scions. I should be pleased to introduce him to you. Your Alamegan comrade is named Heribert. I would have thought Arnvold. Well, whatever. He joined our cause in the hopes that he might find a way to liberate his homeland. While he spares no effort towards that endeavor, I have no doubt that he would be glad to assist you. If I recall correctly, Heribert is currently between missions. Try looking for him in the storage area. To think that the Ascians have grown so brazen as to carry out their work in plain view. We must needs uncover their dark designs, that we might take measures against them. I'm relying on you, Komoi. I never really thought about it until just now, but why is this a separate area from this area? It's on the same map, I guess. Couldn't this door just be a normal door? I understand why this underground area is kind of instanced away from the rest of the world. One reason that comes to mind being so you don't get bothered by all the other players that might be jumping around while you're in this kind of story-heavy area. It would kind of make the whole secret society thing a little bit less believable. If it isn't Komoi Mariko, the Scion's rising star, is there aught I can do for you? You wish to win the trust of the people of Little Amigo? That's a daunting task, my friend, even for our own countrymen. I would like nothing more than to help, but I'm afraid my name no longer carries weight with that lot. I used to be a member of the Alamegan resistance, you see, but I left in favor of joining the Scions. And my allegiance may have shifted, my purpose remains ever the same. the liberation of all Amigo. Yet whatever my reasons were, I abandoned my comrades, and they'll have nothing to do with me. Now, while I have no more friends in the Resistance, I know someone who does. Her name is Albreda, and she is a resident of Quarrymill. Say my name when you meet her, and she won't lead you astray. Now, Quarrymill we've been to before. But I suppose first we'll wrap up the Black Mage stuff over here. Yeah, I still think it's faster to go here. Was wondering if I had enough flame seals to maybe get a riding map to increase my mount speed in areas of interest, but I think to even unlock the ability to buy a riding map, I need to spend seals to upgrade my rank. I'm probably a ways off from that. Maybe in between sessions, I could consider farming flame seals from one source or another. A 55-minute fate? I've never seen that before. What is this? I don't think I'm going to participate, but I want to at least read the description. Join the Brassblades in rescuing the hybrid residents kidnapped by the Kikirin bandits and slay the mastermind behind this dark design. Neok Row. Well, the music makes me kind of want to participate. I guess in the interest of doing things I haven't done before, we can do this. I didn't progress the bar. Suppose we have to find Neok Row. Or defeat enough of these to count. There you are. See if we can't pull him solo. Damn. Hopefully we won't be bothered over here. Hopefully we have enough potions for this. Putting healing on the chocobo was probably the right move if we're going to be doing things like this. But I don't think I'll be trying to do this too often, with how much of a time sink it is, especially during recording time. Well, it took a while, but we had just enough potions to make food. And the reward isn't that great. Still, I'm not disappointed that I did it. Otherwise, I don't think this corner of Eorzea would have ever been touched by me. This is what we fought for, this view. It's too foggy to see anything. Those are probably, well, definitely, more bearable and probably more interesting in a group of a lot larger players. Maybe I should visit another world sometime, just to see the open world with more players active in it. Go Mori Moriko of the Black, you return to me victorious. The gem of Shitoto burns bright. You're indeed the heiress to a dark and ancient power, as Kukuruka foretold. I'm reminded of a prophecy my great-grandfather uttered long ago. When four magi meet in a barren land, black powers of eld woven by their hand shall see the fate of wickedness made stark, and the path to light shall be lit by dark. The black powers of eld require no explanation, and know that wickedness refers to the evil birthed by the void. That the seal holding the void gate shut will falter and fail is beyond doubt. Yet your deeds speak of determination and ability, and in them I spy hope. I have learned all of you that I must. I bestow upon you the knowledge of my line, kept by my line. Here and now, I speak an oath to discard old grudges. By our power combined, the void gate shall be sealed anew. You have brought this old Amalja much happiness. You believe the words of my great-grandfather. He was mocked and ridiculed, and worse ignored. Yet your coming has fulfilled the prophecy he spoke. Gomori, the dark magic coursing through you shares a deep bond with the void gate. Should that portal be cast open, you will come to great peril. Temper yourself in both mind and body. When you are ready, return to this land and seek me out once more. Then, and only then, will I speak to you of your next task. And for the first time in a while, we're actually not quite ready for whatever the next quest is going to be. Actually, I did get a trait though. Just from leveling up, I guess. %40 chance that after casting fire, your next fire 3 will require no MP and no cast time. Okay, that explains it. Yes, I was thinking fire 3 would only be useful at the beginning of a rotation, and I guess it is, if I understand it right. But other than that, it seems mainly as a kind of bonus, a combo action to fire 1, which you get to cast for free. That seems to change the timing of things a bit, but not worse. worrying about. What we got was freeze, with a strange 2.8 cast time, 1000 MP cost, and it's an AoE. Blizzard 2 deals 80, has a 3-second cast time, costs 800. Freeze costs 1000. Deals more damage with less cast time, so it would be more optimal. But I guess it doesn't grant Umbral Ice. Did this always give you Umbral Ice 3? This grants stacks of Umbral Ice, but 2 gives 3 right away. I guess you'd want to get 3 stacks of ice before using freeze, but that's probably worse than using fire too, whenever that gets upgraded by the stacks of astral fire. I might need to do some research on how to use this. Freeze. I'll have to reconsider the location of these, but I guess it'll go here for now. Strangely enough, in part of the live letter that was airing tonight, they were talking about how they were adding duty support for old dungeons, and Holatali came up. It's funny that they're, well, funny to me, that they're still adding support to something so old. But I guess it's part of their compliance for making everything at the early stages be a little bit more smooth. Even if it is a side quest dungeon. Okay, you want me to introduce you to the Resistance? Huh, why the hell should I do that? Just give me one reason. Haribert sent you? Ugh, that worthless whoreson. He abandoned his comrades, his woman, and now he has the gall to ask me for a favor? Simply incredible. I realize Haribert was only doing what he felt was right. He's a good man, and if he trusts you, then that's all I need to know. See that bloke there? That's Mefred, captain of the Resistance. I hope he can give you what you need. I guess the weapon that we got earlier on through the Thaumaturge quest is still better than what we're getting here. Actually, these quests, they're still around the level 26 level. We're still way ahead of it. I should consider putting this experience elsewhere, but I'll probably worry about that next session. Hi, I'm Mefred, a proud man of the Alamagan Resistance. What business do you have with me, adventurer? Captain, it's Galleon, sir. His wounds have gone and festered, and he's burning up. I don't think he's got much time. Gods damn it. I asked the villagers for aid, got on my knees and begged, but they refused to lift a finger. If Galleon dies, his blood is on their hands. These Quarrymill cravens would turn a blind eye to our plight, but they might listen to Albreda. I fear my anger will prevent me from rightly convincing anyone at the moment. I realize we scarce know each other, but this is a matter of life and death. Please, adventurer, go to her and try. One of Mefrid's is in bad shape, you say? I'm sorry, but there's naught I can do. I want to help, truly I do. They're my countrymen, after all. But that'd mean going against the elementals' will. I've been at Quarrymill long enough to know how right terrible the beings can be. I couldn't forgive myself if everyone gets banished because of me. If there's anyone who can help you, it'd be Charlene, the hamlet's resident hearer. If you take the matters to her, might be as she'll listen. Though I wouldn't get my hopes up. Another one of the Horn people. Greetings, friend. I am Iuna Kotor, a Padral of Gridania. As you may have noticed, the Woodwheelers have begun an exploratory survey of the strange labyrinths recently discovered in the ruins of Galmora. Strange forces are at work here, and I've come to see the Woodwheelers are safe from harm. Right. Thought we'd get more lore on Quarrymill, but of course this is relating to the Palace of the Dead. You wish to aid the Alamegans? You are possessed of a kind heart, adventurer, but I'm afraid I have not the authority to grant your wish. This authority belongs only to the elementals, eternal guardians of the Twelveswood. All outsiders, be they babes at the breast, or men grown, are judged of a night, whether they may have a place beneath these boughs. Alas, the Alamegan's petition has been denied. Harsh though it may seem, they do not have leave to receive of the wood's bounty. Ever has it been since time immemorial, and ever shall it be. Still don't know what the elementals are? Don't rate highly in my books. That's how it to be, then. A bloody hero might as well kill Galleon herself. Spit on the elementals, and spit on their bloody will. Cannot wait until the resistance is free of this place. I led my men to Quarrymill hoping to find refuge. Instead we found indifference. These cold-blooded bastards here want us out, and I can't oblige them soon enough. The problem is some of mine aren't fit to travel. Hell's Galleon can't even stand. As you well know, the people of this accursed hamlet won't help us. So I've no choice but to turn to you, adventurer. In my homeland, Long Antelope Horn is a traditional remedy with poison purging properties. If you could bring me, say, 4 horns, I'd forever be in your debt. I guess the Realm Reborn quests kind of have a habit of taking you all over the place, despite the previous quest being in a kind of localized area. The first time we had this was our little side adventure over in Lanosia, even though most of our questing was being done, well, back over in the Black Shroud at the time. there was our free fire. I should pay more attention to that. Maybe this is just for MP regeneration outside of battle? No, there has to be something more to it. Ah, you're back. Tell me you've got 4 horns with you. You're a godsend, adventurer. Praise Ralgar, there's at least one woman in this place who gives a damn. Now we just need to find a way to prepare them. You wouldn't happen to know a man named Buscaron, would you? Some comrades of mine told me about him once. They said he never turns away folk in need, no matter where they're from. Seeing as he runs a tavern, he's like to have the tools to make the medicine. I'd be grateful if you could take the horns over to him, to have them ground down. When that's done, bring the powder back, and give it to Farmoond here, Godspeed. I suppose jumping around Eorzea when questing like this does have its upsides in terms of structure, or moments like this where someone says a name that you recognize and you say, I know that person. Well, stop in and say hello. Well, it hasn't been that long since we've talked to Buscaron. Ah, Komori, ever a sight for the sore eyes. How fares the adventuring? Rolling in the coin like there's no tomorrow, no doubt. You've got something to show me. Well, these look like good old antelope horns. Need them ground down to make medicine, you say? Here's a better idea. I'll give you some of the stuff I have in my stores. Aye, I'm no stranger to the remedy. An Alamegan friend of mine used it to treat my festering wound, years and years ago. Safe to say he saved my life. What's that? This is for an Alamegan, soldier in Quarrymill? Huh. So it comes full circle. Well, I hope the poor sod hasn't. I hope it helps the poor sod as needs it. Oh, and don't worry your little head off about payment. I still owe you a deal more than you owe me, I reckon. It is well to see you returned. Have you the medicine for our brother? Gods bless you, adventurer. I'll see that Galleon receives treatment at once. Hopefully this will allow the captain to rest easier. It has been a terrible burden on him, trying to keep every man alive. You've done us a great kindness, friend. Why glamours? Maybe to encourage you to pick up higher level gear and then glamour that gear if you don't like how it looks. Well, it won't convince me. Adventurer, Galleon has gone missing. He is nowhere to be found. He shouldn't be walking about, not with those wounds. If he doesn't get the proper medicine and rest, his condition's like to deteriorate, the way it was before, or worse. We need you to help us find him, and quickly. Start by asking Albreda. Might be as the woman's seen something. Finally. It's about time you came asking about Galleon. I watched him leave Quarrymill some time ago, and he left me this sealed letter before he went off. Made me swear not to open it until someone came asking. My brothers, I cannot bear to be a burden any longer. That is why I must leave you all. Do not worry for me. Just find your way safely to little old amigo. Blast it. Would that I'd known what he was thinking, I'd have stopped this folly myself. The love Galleon bears for his brothers is so strong, he's willing to sacrifice himself for them. Make no mistake, entering the wood in his weakened state is suicide. Out in the wilds, alone? That fool. That great big sentimental fool. My men and I will scour the wood for Galleon. Please, help us find him before something terrible happens. I'm wondering about the structure of this quest. Kinda feels like we're talking to people that should be talking to each other, not too far from each other. Maybe their positions changed a little bit as the quest structure changed with the upheaval of the Reborn main story questline. Just a guess. Watch out, the goblin. Galleon. Captain, but why? You should all be on your way. Who do you take us for? We're all Amigans, and all Amigans never forsake one another. Hardships be damned. Remember the oath we swore, goddammit. The oath to reclaim our homeland. We'll set foot on all Amigan soil again, together, or not at all. Do you understand me? Yes, sir. Good. Let us return to our brothers. Oh, and don't even think that you'll get off lightly. As soon as you're healed, I'll give you such a thorough thrashing, you'll wish we didn't find you. I can't thank you enough for saving Galleon. I will see you back at Quarrymill. Goblins, huh? Shouldn't those be in, I don't know, Lenosia? Am I remembering incorrectly? No. No, goblins are definitely Lanosia. That was a goblin, yeah? The alien's expected to make a full recovery. We'll linger here till he's strong enough to take the road again. As much as I mislike this place, beggars can't be choosers. Now that things are relatively settled, I seem to recall that you wanted something of me. You've proven a true friend to my people. Ask of me anything and it's yours, so long as it's mine to give. The cooperation of the people of Little Alamigo. That's all? Far be it from me to question your desires, of course. Very well, I will provide you with a letter to show to Gundevald. The old bear was my mentor when I first joined the Resistance. He's intimidating to those who don't know him, but he takes care of his own. I have no doubt that he will do all in his power to aid you. Well, all's well that ends well for Quarrymill here. Back to Little Alamigo. This Aetheryte is just standing in the middle of this lake here. Well, puddle, really. It looks nice, I guess, but for people accessing it, they have to get their boots wet. Not that the people here have anything to complain about, I guess. Having an Aetheryte is probably some boon. I'm sure a lot of places less important than this don't get Aetherytes. Why have you returned? You are not welcome here. I thought I made that clear. You spoke with Mefred? It has been so long since I last heard from him. I had feared him dead. 12 be praised. Whoever you are, Mefred sees you as a friend. And any friend of Mefred is a friend of mine. I know of this masked stranger you seek, and will tell you what I can. An outsider, resembling your masked stranger, has reportedly been appearing near Little Alamigo of late. What's more, it seems that some of our young bloods are meeting him in secret. No doubt you'll want to question them about their trysts, but they are not like to yield the information readily to an outsider. If you tell them I sent you, though, they may well feel obliged to talk. The meth man? No idea what you're talking about. I ain't done nothing wrong, so leave me be. Gundevald sent you. Listen. I told them it was a bad idea. All that tripe about believing the masked man and... Oh, you don't know anything about this. Why didn't you say so to start with? You can't throw the old bear's name around like that and expect me to not think I'm in for it. Have I been meeting any masked men lately? Let's see. Nope, can't say I have. But I'll be sure to tell all my friends you're looking for him. There's a bunch been skulking around. Right suspicious, like. But I've got nothing to do with them. I know trouble when I see it. And that there's trouble, mark me words. Well, I guess 1 out of 4 NPCs gave us something to work with. So, you have indeed confirmed my suspicions about a masked man. That is most troubling. Whatever the young ones are scheming, it can lead to no good end. There's an anger inside them. I can see it in their eyes. I ought to know, for it once burned within me as well. 2 decades ago, that same anger drove me and my brothers to rise against the despot who ruled Alamico. Naught would do but to depose him and usher in a revolution. Well, we got our revolution all right, but it cost us our freedom. Blinded by our hate, we didn't realize that we had been dancing to the Empire's tune. By the time we did, it was too late. Alamigo had fallen. There are times when a man must be patient. Now is such a time, though the young ones know this not. Unless we intervene, they are like to commit great folly. If you learn aught of their plans, I would thank you to bring word to me. Well, curing paralysis sounds nice, but it sounds like we wouldn't activate that in time to, or react in time to activate that. Now we're getting into slightly higher stat boosting gear, but actually this also replaces your headgear, so I guess that's where most of those stats come from. This probably isn't too much different from what we're already wearing, taking that into account. Hey, adventurer. You done talking with the old bear? I've got a message for you from Wilrid. Lad's something of a leader among the young ones here. He's impressed that you've won over Gundabald and wants a word with you. Says he'll be waiting over at the craggy area north of here. That is not north. Thanks for coming, friend. 'Tis no ordinary outsider who can gain the trust of the old bear. That's why I wanted to meet you, to discuss something in private. Tell me, why are you snooping about? Did the Empire send you, or someone else? Curl got your tongue? No matter. Whoever it is you work for, your meddling ends here. Get her. Oh, that's to be expected. Oh, oops. You're stronger than you look. This changes nothing. Threaten us, beat us bloody all you like. But nothing short of death can make us give up our fight. We're going to obtain the power to bring down the Empire, and with it we'll reclaim our homeland. A lot of enemies I take for granted kind of look scarier as a lot of hell, of course owing to size. Attacked by Wilrid and his cronies, that they would go to such lengths for the sake of this plan of theirs. Left to their own devices, those young fools are like to harm others, if not themselves. We must uncover their agenda and put an end to this madness. I think Gundabald needs a moment to take that all in. It can't be easy hearing that that's happening amongst his own ranks. Having that said, now's a good time to take a break.